Does money make happiness? Money. It's always about the money. Does money make the world go round? Well, it seems that way sometimes. We fight so hard to get it. It's never really enough money to do the things we really want to do. Is money the key to happiness? Are you ever really happy, even with more money? I know a lot of people with good paying jobs. They make a lot of money. They can pretty much buy anything they want, and they're still not happy. Then there are people who don't make that much money at work, and they're still not happy. When you do not make that much money at work, and when you do make a lot of money at work, you can still not be happy in a capitalistic society. Why is that so? Everything is based off money. It should seem the more money you make, the happier you will be. There are a few problems with that theory, and we're going to deal with a few of them in this entry. The more money you make, the more you're going to spend. You spend most of your life worrying about getting a good job. Then when you get a good job, you wind up spending more and more on trivial things. When you are broke or your job does not pay that much, you cannot afford to spend on trivial things. You spend a lot of your time hoping and dreaming of the many things you would do if you had more money. Money stays on your mind because it is by having money that you can buy the many things you want or need in life. When that money is short, which it is most of the time for most people, you spend countless hours planning, dreaming, hoping, taking risks, gambling, hooking, stealing, scheming, lying, whatever it takes to get that bread, that money. There are many names people use slang-wise for money. We all go after it just knowing our lives will be much happier with more money. Money is short, but the debts are high. So we complain, we aggravate, we argue and fight over money, we lie to each other over money. People do all kind of things to get ahead or come up from being broke. Money is short, but the debts are high. Now let's go to the other side of the house. You got a good paying job. You got the nice 9 to 5. You make $40,000 a year or maybe $50,000 a year. That's considered good money. Some people make way more than that. These are the same jobs or amount of money you dream about making on a low-paying job end. But yet you still hear people with so-called good jobs complain and talk about they need a raise and all the hell they go through at work. They talk about what they're going to do with their 2-week vacation. They talk about all the extra hours that they have to put in work with no extra pay. They talk about all the crap they have to take at work just to keep up with their house payments, their car notes, their medical bills, their children's tuition at private schools. How much money the people with the good-paying jobs have saved up? They might not have no more money than the people on the low-paying job end. How could that be? It was seen the more money one makes, the happier they should be. Again, we're talking about theories with this whole thing about money makes happiness. That's not necessarily so. We have to use math to figure this thing out. Pure emotion is not going to cut it with this one. Emotion does not make the truth. Pure guessing, no matter how so-called important one is, does not make the truth. No matter how handsome a man is or how beautiful a woman is, does not make the truth waver. No matter how important a person is in society, the truth does not waver. Truth stands by itself. The more money you make, the more you're going to spend. The need and desire for more expensive things take over people's minds and make them go after the name brand jeans versus the general brand. Advertisements and commercials have a heavy influence on people with or without those good paying jobs. If you're not careful, those things will ruin your life. You have to be strong in this world. If you have a low paying job or a high paying job, you have to try as best you can to save money. Do not get caught up with all the hype of TV and magazines and commercials and radio and the internet. If you do, you're going to be aggravated, no matter how much money you make. With that good paying job, you're going to dream of what you're going to buy with each paycheck you get. You're going to dream of the nice places you want to go and take your family with a 2-week vacation. Just remember, you just might wind up paying for that nice vacation for the next 6 months or the next year. You might have to even borrow money when you get back from the beautiful vacation or spend more on your credit cards until paid it because you spent all of your money on that beautiful vacation. What are you doing? Putting yourself in more debt, more slavery, self-imposed slavery. No matter if you make so-called good money at your jobs or so-called little money at your jobs, you got to be smart as possible in this world. You're going to have to fight against temptation. Temptation is not always just from your own thinking or thoughts, but temptations of advertisers to make you spend money on their products. You got to ask yourself some important questions. Do I already have a version of the newer thing they're showing on TV, the internet, or the magazine? Does the old thing I have work and get the job done? Why do I need a new one just to show off for my friends? What kind of praise do I expect to get? Will it make me look big time to my friends? What else can I do with this money for my family than blowing it on some new version of a product that does the same thing my old one